Book 19, Ascent to the Palace of the Suyama Heaven, is much like Book 13. Here the Buddha is welcomed into the heaven called Suyama, without, however, leaving the foot of the enlightenment tree and the peak of the popular mountain Sumeru. This introduces the following book, in which the all-pervasiveness of Buddha is stressed. Book 19, Ascent to the Palace of the Suyama Heaven. Then, by the spiritual power of the Enlightened One, in all worlds of the 10 directions, and the Jambu continent of each of the 4 quarters, and on the peak of their polar mountains, the Enlightened One was seen in the midst of an assembly, wherein the enlightening beings, due to the spiritual power of the Buddha, expounded the teaching, each one having the sense of facing the Buddha at all times. At that time the world-honored one, without leaving the foot of the enlightenment trees and the peaks of the polar mountains, headed for the jewel-adorned hall of the palace of the Suyama Heaven. The king of the Suyama Heaven, seeing from afar the Buddha coming, produced by magical powers a jewel lotus bank lion throne in his palace, with 1,000,000 tiers of decorations, wrapped in 1,000,000 golden nets, covered with 1,000,000 drapes of flowers, 1,000,000 drapes of garlands, 1,000,000 drapes of perfumes, and 1,000,000 drapes of jewels, surrounded by 1,000,000 canopies, each of flowers, garlands, perfumes, and jewels. 1,000,000 lights illumined it. 1,000,000 celestial kings of the Suyama Heaven bowed in respect. 1,000,000 Brahma kings danced for joy. 1,000,000 enlightening beings sang praises. 1,000,000 heavenly symphonies each played 1,000,000 tones of truth, continuing endlessly. 1,000,000 clouds of various flowers, 1,000,000 clouds of various garlands, 1,000,000 clouds of various ornaments, and 1,000,000 clouds of various robes covered all around. 1,000,000 clouds of various wish-fulfilling jewels shone with light. The throne was born from 1,000,000 kinds of roots of goodness, protected by 1,000,000 Buddhas, augmented by 1,000,000 kinds of virtues, dignified and purified by 1,000,000 kinds of faith and 1,000,000 kinds of vows, produced by 1,000,000 kinds of action, established by 1,000,000 kinds of truths, conjured up by 1,000,000 kinds of spiritual powers, always producing 1,000,000 kinds of sounds revealing all truths. Then that celestial king, having set out this throne, turned to the Buddha, the world-honored one, bowed and joined his palms with reverence and respect, and said, "Welcome, O world-honored one! Welcome, felicitous one! Welcome, enlightened one! Welcome, O worthy! Welcome, O truly awakened one! Please be so gracious as to sojourn in this palace." Then the Buddha, accepting the invitation, ascended to the precious hall. This also took place in the same way everywhere in the 10 directions. Then the celestial king, reflecting on the roots of goodness he had planted with past Buddhas, spoke these verses with the aid of the Buddha's spiritual powers. The Buddha renowned, famed throughout the 10 directions, supreme among the auspicious, has been in this hall of jewels, therefore this place is most auspicious. The Buddha Jewel King, lamp of the world, supreme among the auspicious, has been in this pure hall, therefore this place is most auspicious. The Buddha Joyful Eye, with unhindered vision, supreme among the auspicious, has been in this adorned hall, therefore this place is most auspicious. The Buddha Burning Lamp, lighting the world, supreme among the auspicious, has been in this magnificent hall, therefore this place is most auspicious. The Buddha Benefactor, aid of the world, supreme among the auspicious, has been in this undefiled hall, Therefore this place is most auspicious. The Buddha, well aware, who had no teacher, supreme among the auspicious, has been in this hall of precious fragrance. Therefore this place is most auspicious. The Buddha, surpassing the gods, a lamp in the world, supreme among the auspicious, has been in this hall of sublime fragrance. Therefore this place is most auspicious. The Buddha, no departure, hero of philosophy, supreme among the auspicious, has been in this hall of the universal eye. Therefore this place is most auspicious. The Buddha, unsurpassed, replete with all virtues, supreme among the auspicious, has been in this well-adorned hall. Therefore this place is most auspicious. The Buddha, ascetic, benefiting the world, supreme among the auspicious, has been in this hall of universal embellishment. Therefore this place is most auspicious. Just as the king of the Suyama Heaven in this world, graced with the occult power of the Buddha, recalled the virtues of Buddhas of ancient times and extolled them, so did all the kings of the Suyama Heavens in the 10 directions laud the virtues of Buddhas. Then the world-honored one entered the jewel-adorned hall and sat cross-legged on the jewel lotus flower bank lion throne. The hall suddenly expanded vastly. The same thing happened in all worlds of the 10 directions as happened in the abodes of the gods.